This is a wake-up call. Hello and welcome to Wake Up Call. It's awesome to be here. Like I said in my last video, I was going to talk to the CEOs, C Level Execs, everybody who is a manager, who's in charge of doing stuff, who's overseeing and supervising various things. No matter if you're a line manager, if you're a senior manager, if you're just a manager, if you're a supervisor, whatever it is that you're doing, C-level manager, this is for you. I'm riding on the Hilda Baci wave. I don't even know what you guys want to tell me this week. Like, I'm super pumped. You needed to see me screaming yesterday. I think that's why my voice is stretched and stressed. You needed to see me screaming yesterday. I was super, super, super excited. Um, just to learn of everything that she's done, see everything that she's put in. I've been hearing about it from, I believe it was Saturday or Sunday. My youngest brother was just telling me, have you heard of Hilda Baci? Can you see what she's trying to do? And, my partner was also talking about it. Have you heard of Hilda Baci? Can you see what she's trying to do? And I'm like, who is Hilda Baci? And man, was it phenomenal to just watch the growth of this young woman who is doing phenomenal stuff. From what I could tell, she had this dream since she was 21, 22, and it was inspiring for me. So I was sharing with a couple of friends yesterday when we were talking about her age. And even though we encourage ourselves and we say, it's always a good day to start something new. We now start talking about the dreams we had at that age time, 21, 22. And some of them were like, they were not even in the space to dream. They were just living life as it came. And I was saying that it was at that age I realized that some of my dreams were not going to come out the way that I would have thought. And it was at that point I lost a bit of hope for myself. But, over the years, I've been re-energized and revived, and I think I'm doing this video to tell you that you can dream again, you can start all over, you can do it, whatever it is, and as much as possible. One of the key things that I saw and I kept emphasizing to everybody who cared to listen, while we're counting down to, I believe when we're counting down to 96 hours, is that she had gone for so long. She was obviously tired. It felt like she had gotten to the end of herself. She had become this person who had used it all. She had exhausted what she knew to be her natural strength. And she had gone beyond even the record she was aiming to break. And, she was trying to set a new record, and she had gone beyond, far and beyond what she was trying to do. And in all of that, after all of that, while all of that was going on, I never saw her once raise her voice to anybody. So I was working and I had my phone set up and I was just watching, the Instagram lives. I went both to Food by Hilda and Olori Supergirl OSG. If you're in Nigeria, you're probably familiar with these brands, and if you're in the rest of Africa or anywhere in the world, these were probably the channels that you got to watch Hilda do her thing. And she never raised her voice. It felt like she had built herself to the point where no matter what had happened to her, her team was not going to take the brunt of our fear, our fatigue, our whatever it is could be happening to her in those moments. It wasn't going to break her. It wasn't going to change her person. And I saw her. It felt like I was seeing her true person. And I think this is an inspiration, to all of C-level executives outside of there. Whoever it is you're overseeing, whatever processes you're overseeing, everything that has to do with other people, consider other people, bring them together as a team. I mentioned in my last video about videos of the team coming together, having strategy meetings, having strategy conversations. What can they do? How can they make this better? How can they set this up? How can this look so good? And you could see the level of professionalism and excellence that came out of that video, that came out of something awesome in that time. But beyond that, beyond all of that, bringing together a team and running a project together. And by the way, you could see now that project management is really key, is very important, and you cannot do without it. But beyond all of that, a person really showed in that no matter what was going on inside here, she was not going to let it affect a team. She was not going to pour out whatever it is. Some of us have not gone so much stretch or gone through so much stretch, and yet we raise our voices, we use derogatory words to our staff and our members. That they are your subordinates does not mean that they do not intentionally submit their subordination to you. It is you who should also respect them. Respect everybody. I think that's the key thing. You need to respect your team. Respect every single person that works with you. You cannot wake up and say, "Oh, I'm the boss, and this is what I want to do." And so it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. I'm going to do what I want to do, and I'm going to be so crass at it. And nobody has the right to tell me what to do. You can take instruction from your team members. You are not the god of that organization that nobody should be able to talk to. So caution yourself, watch yourself, look at yourself, assess yourself. Yes, you may be stressed than Hilda was, in this stretch of time, because nobody knows exactly what it is. The cocktail of problems that you're dealing with, the cocktail of emotions that are running through you, the cocktail of thoughts that are running through your mind, to get you to the place where you can now shout at your staff. But I think what I want you to learn is to always call yourself to order. And even after you make a mistake, make it a point of contact. Reach out to your staff members, tell them you're sorry. Yes, apologize to your staff members. And beyond the apology, let your actions speak apology. Do not repeat the same mistakes. Do not do it again. Do not raise your voice. Do not be derogatory. I've had sessions with someone who is an employee working remotely, and she cannot continue to work because she's been constantly berated by her employer, by a manager who is not even a direct manager. And because the person is more of the micromanager, wants to get into the details of everything and see that you're doing everything, the person now went further to frustrate her work such that it affected general skills. So be intentional to not pass on the anger, to not pass on the fatigue. Call yourself to order as a CEO. I hope this helps you. I hope you can look at yourself this new week in new light and see that you can do better, you can be better, and you can work and develop a better team just by being better with you yourself first. I hope you be well. I hope you do well. I hope you have a fantastic, inspiring, encouraging time to this.